Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you're taking care of yourselves at home and having fun at home. Yes, well that's good, but at the same time you also need to do some schoolwork, okay, and some English, okay. I hope my speaking books are finished. Yes, you'll need to finish my speaking books and give it to me to mark, okay. Some of you are not finished with the speaking books, so you need to finish that. All right. We are doing the Movers 2 today. All right. Movers listening book, book 2. This is a new book. We already started with parts 1 and 2. So today we'll be doing part 3. Okay. So this is what your part 3s are looking like. Okay, do you have this? Okay, make sure you are taking down notes. You need to write keywords, take a picture and send it to me. I need to check that you have all your information. Okay, so Movers book 2. And we are on part 3. Okay, what do we need to know for part 3? Well, number 1, you must read. I know this is a listening lesson, but you still need to read. Okay, reading will help you. So you have to read the instruction because the question for all these would be here. Okay, so what does it say here? It says, what does Jim's grandpa enjoy doing in these places? In these places, these are the places. Okay, so what does Jim's grandpa, his grandfather, enjoy doing, likes doing, or enjoys doing, or loves doing in these places? These are the things he is doing. Okay, can you see? You need to quickly write the vocabulary. Yes. Okay, so before you listen to the CD, you need to put down the vocabulary. What is all these things? What is this? What's that? What are all of these? If you see a picture like this, what are you doing here? Yeah, you're writing swimming. So write down swimming under the pictures. Okay, please do this correctly and check your spelling because I have marked some books and spelling is not correct. Okay, I will be giving you key sentences for each place. You need to write it down. Okay? All right, did you get that? Okay, so what are we listening for? What is Jim's grandpa doing, loves doing in these places? This is a conversation. So, you know, 2 people are talking. You must listen to the first person sentence or question. Okay? What else you must pay attention to here? Negative words. Negative words. Can't or can't. Couldn't. Wasn't, isn't, aren't, hasn't, haven't, no, but. Okay, those are important words, key words in this part, actually in all the parts. Okay, you also need to pay attention to tense, grammar. Okay, the question is loves doing or enjoys doing. So what's a tense? It's ing tense, yes. Okay? All right. Before we start, please write down what he is doing in these pictures quickly. Okay? Take 2 minutes. Stop the video. Take 2 minutes to write down what he is doing here. Okay? I will give you the keywords for this page. You need to write it down. Okay? And I will give you vocabulary. So I might test the vocabulary today. Yes. All right. Did you write it down? Okay. Let's listen to the example.
E. Listen and look. There is one example. Grandpa is telling Jim about different places he goes to. What does Grandpa enjoy doing in these places?
Hello, Grandpa. How are you and how's your new flat?
I'm fine, thank you, Jim. I enjoy living here a lot.
Good.
I go to the library every day after lunch and look at the maps there. I love doing that.
Okay. So, who is talking? Yes? Boy and man. Who's the boy? Who's the man? The boy is Jim. The man is who? Grandpa. Okay? All right. In the example, who spoke first? Yes, it was Jim, the boy. The boy spoke first. He says, "Hello, Grandpa. How are you and how's your new flat?" How are you and how's your new flat? Okay. And what is flat? What's another word for flat? England says flat. What does America say? Long word. Apartment. You know this word? Yes? All right. So, Jim speaks first. He says, "Hey, hello, Grandpa. How are you? And how's your new flat?" So we know Grandpa is living in a new place, a new flat, a new apartment. Okay? It's a question, how are you and how's your new flat? Grandpa has to answer. And this is what Grandpa says. He says, "I'm fine, thank you. I enjoy living here a lot." I enjoy. What is enjoy? I like it. It's fun. It's exciting. I enjoy being here. He says, "I enjoy living here a lot." And Jim says, "Good." Grandpa says, "I go to the where? To the library. Library. What is library? Yes, 图书馆. Library. I go to the library every day. Wow. I go to the library every day after lunch. After lunch. And look at the maps. Maps. M-A-P-S. Maps there. I go to the library every day and look at the maps there. I love doing that. Doing what? Looking at the maps. So what's the place? The place is the library. And what does Grandpa enjoy doing? Remember, the question is, what does Jim's grandpa enjoy doing in these places? Enjoy. So what does he enjoy doing at the library? Yes? Can you see that? Where's the looking at maps? Is it this? Is that a map? Yes? Map. So your answer is E. Okay? So where you have library, under library, write down. What does he enjoy doing? He enjoys looking at the maps. Enjoys looking at maps. So, where you have library, write down. Looking at maps. Looking at maps. Can you see that? Looking at maps. Can you see maps? Maps. M-A-P-S. M-A-P-S. Maps. M-A-P-S. Maps. Okay, let me show you your vocabulary. Okay, you have different, flat, enjoy, a lot, and maps. There you go. Have a look at the vocabulary. Okay? So, what does he like doing in the library? Looking at maps. Where you have library, write down. Looking at maps. Okay, looking at maps. So, we know answer is E. You have E. You should take your pencil and cross this picture. Yes. In the test, you can do that, but erase later. You know you're not looking at E anymore. You finished with E. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 pictures to look at now. Okay? But you only have 5 questions, so you need to be careful. Yes, there's 7 pictures, but only 5 questions. All right. Okay, question number 1.
Can you see the letter E? Now you listen and write a letter in each box. 1.
I go to the shopping centre every day too. I like helping a man who works there.
How do you help him?
I water the plants when I'm there. It's fun.
Are there a lot of plants?
Yes, there are.
Okay. So, we finished with library. We've got park, station, sports center, cinema, and shopping center. Okay? All right. So, who started this conversation? Was it Jim or was it Grandpa? Who was it? It was Grandpa. And Grandpa says, I go to the shopping center. Shopping center every day too. Wow, he's got a lot of time. I go to the shopping center every day too. I like helping. He says, I like helping a man who works there. I like helping a man who works there. Does Grandpa work there? No, the man works there. Grandpa goes to help him. So let's see what Grandpa likes doing there. Okay? So Jim says, well, how do you help him? How do you help this man? What do you do? How do you help him? And Grandpa answers this question. He says, I water the plants. I water the plants when I am there. It's fun. It's fun. Water the plants. You know what is water plants? Do you know what's a plant? Or England would say plant. Plant. Yes, plants. Plant. He says, I water them. I put water in the plants. It's fun. And Jim says, are there a lot of plants? And Grandpa says, yes, there are. So, where's the place? Place is the shopping center. And what does Grandpa love doing there? What does he enjoy doing? Can you see this? G, watering the plants, putting water in the plants. Answers G. G. Okay? All right. So, where you have shopping center, what's the key words? Okay? What does Grandpa enjoy doing here? Watering the plants. Watering the plants. Okay? So, under shopping center, write down watering the plants. Watering the plants. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. Here's some vocabulary for you. You've got shopping center, water, and plant. Okay, shopping center, water, plant. Okay, all right, let's move on to number 2.
What about the cinema? Do you like going there too?
Yes, but not to watch films.
What then?
I stop there to have a milkshake. They make the best ones in town there.
Wow!
Okay, so who started this conversation? Was it Jim or Grandpa? Yes? Did you hear that? Who started? It was Jim. He asked a question. He asked a question. He asks Grandpa, what about the cinema? Where's the cinema? What about the cinema? It's a question. What about the cinema? Do you like going there too? Another question. Do you like going there too? Grandpa answers this and he says, yes, but, key word, but. Yes, but not to watch films, not to watch movies. Not to watch movies. So Jim asks Grandpa, what then? Why do you like going there? And Grandpa answers this question. He says, I stop there to have a what? A milkshake. You know what's a milkshake? Yes, I stop there to have a milkshake. They make the best ones in town there. Where? At the cinema. Yes, and Jim says, wow. So, what does Grandpa enjoy doing at the cinema? What's your answer? Can you see? Can you see that? What is that picture? Yes, milkshake. Yes, he enjoys having milkshake at the cinema. Okay, let's see your vocabulary. You've got cinema, film, and milkshake. Okay, so what do you write under cinema? What's your keywords for cinema? What does Grandpa enjoy doing there? Yes? He enjoys having a milkshake. So cinema, having a milkshake. Having a milkshake. Okay, you know what is milkshake? Okay. All right. Make sure you have these keywords and you need to take a picture and send it to me. So write down all the words and make sure your spelling is correct. Yes, because when I'm marking, I don't want to see many mistakes. Okay? So where you have cinema, you should have having a milkshake. Here, where you've got cinema, under cinema, having a milkshake. Okay? I hope you have shopping center. You've got watering the plants. Okay, and library, looking at maps. Did you write it down? Write it down. Okay? Right. Okay, we are now doing number 3. Okay, number 3. So, listen to the CD.
3.
The park in the town centre is really good.
Right.
I sit there between 11 and 12 o'clock every day and listen to the radio on my phone.
Do you?
Yes, there's always something good to listen to then. I like being there because it's beautiful.
Okay, so who started this conversation? Was it Jim or Grandpa? It was Grandpa. Grandpa says, the park. Okay, he says the park in the town center. Do you know what's town center? Yes? The park in the town center, okay, is really good. And Jim says, right. And Grandpa says, I sit there. Sit where? At the park. I sit there between 11 and 12 o'clock. Between. What is between? 中间. Between. I sit there. Sit where? At the park. I sit there between 11 and 12 o'clock every day. Every day. And what does he do? And listen to the radio on my phone. You know you can listen to the radio on your phone, your cell phone. Yes? It has music, radio station. Yes? So he says, I listen to the radio on my phone. And Jim says, do you? And Grandpa says, yes. There's always, you know what is always? There's always something good to listen to then. I like being there because it's beautiful. Like being where? The park. Aha. So what does Grandpa love doing at the park? Which one? Okay, we finished with A. Yes, we finished with E. And we finished with G. So we have B, C, D, F, H. Which one is listening to the radio on my phone? Is this radio on the phone? Radio on the phone? Radio on the phone? Yes? Answer is F. So where you have park, it should be F. And what does Grandpa love doing there? Listening to the radio on his phone. Listening to the radio on his phone. Listen to radio on his phone. Okay, so where you have park, you should have listened to radio on his phone. Okay, and let's see. Here's your vocabulary. You've got town center, radio, and station. Radio, okay, you don't need to look at station. Stop at radio. Okay, can you see all the words? You've got difficult from the top. Difficult, flat, enjoy, a lot. Okay, maps, shopping center, water, plant, cinema, film, milkshake, town center, radio. Make sure you know all the Chinese because I will be testing. Okay? All right, and do your correction. Okay. All right, let's move on to number 4. Number 4.
4. And is your new flat near the station?
It's not very near, but I enjoy walking there most days.
Why do you do that?
There's a great cafe there with the best cakes in town.
Wow, Grandpa's life is good. Yes? So, where's the place? Station. Station. Okay? So, who spoke first? Was it Grandpa or Jim? Okay, it was Jim. And Jim asks Grandpa a question. He says, and is your new flat, you know what is flat? Apartment. Your new flat. Is your new flat near the station? Yes, you know what is station? The train station or maybe bus station. In your picture, I think it's the train. Is it train? Okay, I think it's train station. Train station. Okay, you know you have many stations. Train station, bus station. Okay, this is the train station. So he asks, is your flat, your new flat, near the station? And Grandpa answers, it's not very near, not very near, but, key word, but I enjoy walking there most days. Walking where? At the station. Strange, huh? Chi Kwai. Yes, strange. He enjoys walking at the station. Let's see why. Okay, so Jim asks Grandpa, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you enjoy walking at the station? And Grandpa answers this question. He says, there's a great cafe. You know what's a cafe? There's a great cafe. There's a lovely, good cafe there with the best cakes in town. With the best cakes in town. So, what does Grandpa like doing at the station? Okay. Walking? Where's walking? There's no walking. No. What does he like doing? Yes, he likes having the cake at the cafe at the station. Yes. So what is your answer? Can you see the picture of the cake? Yes. So where you have station, what is your answer? B. B. And what's your key word? What does Grandpa love doing at the station? Yes. Eating cake at the cafe. Eating cake at the cafe. At cafe in station. Okay, the cafe is in the station. Okay? Make sure you have all the correct words and spelling. All right. Okay, you should know the vocabulary for that one. Words were not difficult. That was easy. So, we're now moving on to the last question. And after this lesson, I am going to test vocabulary for part 3. Yes, so I hope you listened and you made notes of the Chinese, because I'm going to test the vocabulary. After my lesson, you got a test. Quick test of today's lesson. Okay? All right. So, don't worry, I will show you the vocabulary again later. All right, listen to question 5, the last one.
5.
Oh, and there's a brilliant sports centre here, Jim.
That's good.
The pool's very big, but I don't go swimming there.
What do you do there then?
Ice skating. I really enjoy that.
That's fantastic, Grandpa.
Yes, I know.
Wow. This is a cool grandpa, right? He's cool. All right, so what are we talking about? Where's the place? Yes? Sports center. Sports center. So, who started this conversation? Jim or Grandpa? Okay, yes, it was Grandpa. Grandpa says, oh, there is a brilliant, very good, brilliant sports center. Brilliant sports center. Brilliant sports center. Can you see that? Brilliant sports center. Okay, Grandpa says there's a brilliant sports center here. There's a brilliant sports center here. Okay, and Jim asks him, or Jim says, that's good. Grandpa says, the pool. The pool. Says the pool is very big. The pool is very big, but, he said a but. But, keyword, but I don't, negative word, I don't go swimming there. I don't go swimming there. So Jim asks Grandpa, well, what do you do there then? What do you do at the sports center? And let's see how Grandpa answers this question. Grandpa says, ice skating. Ice skating. Do you know what's ice skating? Skating on ice. Ice skating. Yes? You know, in Ida, yes, shopping mall, there's an ice skating place. You know, it's ice skating. So, ice skating. Grandpa goes to the sports center to ice skate. Okay, he says ice skating. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. And Jim laughs. He says, that's fantastic, Grandpa. And Grandpa says, yes, I know. So, which one is ice skating? Can you see? Ice skating? Yes? Answers D. Answers D. Ice skating. Let me give you your vocabulary for all. Okay, I'll do it at the end. Let's do the keywords, the sentence first. So, where you have sports center, what's the key sentence or keywords? What does Grandpa love doing there? He loves ice skating. So, where you have sports center, write down ice skating. Ice skating. Okay? You got that? Please check. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. You've got 6 pictures, so you should have 6 keys. And check your spelling, because I will be checking when you give me your homework. Okay? Okay. Here's your vocabulary. One more time, you will check, because I am testing this now. Yes? You have 20 minutes to do this activity, this test. Here's your vocabulary. Okay? You've got pool, ice skating, fantastic. Sports center, brilliant. Okay? All right, let's slowly go through vocabulary again. Check. Different, flat, enjoy, a lot, maps, shopping center, water, plant, cinema. Can you see the Chinese? Okay, and then you have film, milkshake, town center, radio, station, near, cafe, brilliant, sports center, pool, ice skating, fantastic. Okay? Can you see all these words? Yes? Okay. All right, so I'm going to be testing this now. Okay. All right, today we only did one part. We did it slow, but you need to do correction properly in your books. Okay, take a picture when you finished and send it to me. After this video, you have a small test of all the vocabulary I showed you. Okay, so make sure you finish my test and send it to me. All right, so you take care of yourself, and I won't see you. You will see me in the next video. Okay? All right, bye.